Now, Trudy, we've heard the health story with Melissa. What about the economic story? A bit of a spat unfolding. Victoria, the Andrews government believes they've been shortchanged.
Yeah, it's a funding fight here, Kieran. We saw this erupt not long after Scott Morrison and Gladys Berejiklian appeared side by side late yesterday afternoon announcing this multi-billion-dollar rescue package. It includes up to $500 a week for workers in New South Wales who've lost hours of work, but also up to $10,000 going to businesses to ensure that they can continue to keep people on the books so we don't see a lot of people sacked as a result. But Victoria believes it's been shortchanged here. They argue that the Prime Minister is acting like the PM for New South Wales, his home state, favouring a Liberal Premier in Gladys Berejiklian. The Victorian ministers out today believing that they did not get this sort of level of treatment from Scott Morrison during their lockdown earlier in the year.
We spent a year hearing about gold standard and now it's gone from gold standard to gold-plated support, while Victorian businesses and workers had to stack on an absolute turn to get any support from the Commonwealth during the last lockdown. For the Commonwealth to be suggesting that there's any comparison between the two, I just think it's clearly, unmistakably not the case.
The Morrison government firing back at this, both the Prime Minister and the Treasurer out this morning, pointing out that Victoria's lockdown earlier in the year only went for 2 weeks, that New South Wales is in a different situation now, and that is the reason why these payments have been escalated from where they were for Victoria.
Well, the Victorian government is just politicising the crisis. They're whinging and the whining.
When Victoria needed the rest of the country last year, when they were in that very long lockdown on the second wave, the Commonwealth was putting in $750 million into Victoria every week.
And I want to thank particularly the Victorian Treasurer, Tim Pallas, because in formulating some of the support packages that we've come up with yesterday, they have been instrumental. And the relationship that I have as New South Wales Treasurer with both Liberal and Labor Treasurers, I think has been crucial.
That's the New South Wales Treasurer, Dom Perrottet there. Quite the contrast in his language, as you can see. He went out of his way today to praise the Victorian Treasurer, revealing that they have had good discussions behind the scenes about what more support could be on offer. But certainly, Kieran, this political fight showing no sign of ending. National Cabinet will have the usual fireworks this Friday.